Dream Demon is a horror film from 1988. This one is directed by Harley Coakless, so I'm a bit of a roll. Wanted to check out another one of his. It's on AMC. This movie can be described as Nightmare on Elm Street without Freddy Krueger. And you might be thinking that's kind of lame. And it kind of is, but the movie has that sort of signature dream-like quality from the Nightmare films, but also some good gore set pieces. We're following Diana. She's a socialite who's going to marry a sort of famous soldier, I guess, named Oliver. He's like a military man or something, but he's famous, so sometimes the paparazzo show up outside of their new house. However, she also meets a young woman who has like some sort of psychic imprint or something, Jenny. She shows up and they become besties. However, Diana's been plagued by these terrible dreams, and the dreams become more and more vicious, and then the basement of the house ends up becoming creepy, and there's something coming from like the basement that's sort of making them into a sort of waking nightmare that they can't escape from. So this movie's really slow. It's only 90 minutes, and they throw in a couple of paparazzo characters that harass them, and then they disappear or whatever, and it's basically them trying to unpack why she's having these dreams and why this is a sinister force or something. But the finale explains everything, and it's very heavy-handed and very basic. You know, I said before that this is Nightmare on Elm Street without Freddy Krueger, and that can be pretty boring because you need to have some sort of focal point to be scared of, you know. Being scared of dreams vaguely and then finding out why is not that interesting. Having a man chase you with razor hands is definitely more. So they try to have one of the paparazzo be cursed and chase them around while they're dreaming. Doesn't quite have the same effect, and you get to see a young Timothy Spall chasing them and being fat and weird, and it's pretty enjoyable for that. But overall, the movie doesn't have much going on for it. I do like the aesthetic. There's some really good gory scenes in there, like people shoving hands through body parts and stuff like that. But overall, a rather weak entry. I don't know if this was meant to be a sort of just, they made it to capitalize on the popularity of Dream Demon. There's no demon in the movie, so I didn't quite dig this one. I give it a 5 out of 10.